Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go again. We are off and on our way to the federal courthouse in Omaha, Nebraska, where the paperwork that was deemed necessary for us to have has been promised to us. Promised that it would be waiting for us when we arrived first thing this morning, along with the the audio portions of some of the hearings. So we're going to be picking all of those up and going over the whys, wherefores for this being drug out as long as it has. A speedy trial was definitely not afforded Randy Due. And the secretive nature of this trial still is a question mark in many people's minds. That and why the judges who are the objects of Randy's efforts are still on the case, and they don't see any kind of conflict of interest. What do you think about that, Joaquin?
I think that is what you said to me is the kangaroo court, you know, and how is possible that a party, a defendant in the case, like the judges and elected officers, elected and appointed, they are defendants. And how come they are the judges? How can they be the same thing? How come a judge can act as a lawyer? How come a judge can appoint a lawyer to a party that from the very first word said and demand to the judge that he is one people of we the people, like Randy Due? All these questions are crimes against civil rights that we all have, and if we don't stand for each right that is taken from us, sooner or later we will have none. So it is very important that everybody take full conscience and knowledge of what is going on, and each of us, we gotta do our part. We need to stand together.
Yeah, and that's something that's been sorely lacking here lately. Many group efforts, if they were combined out there right now, seem to be locked up in their own endeavors, that they can't really get involved in anything that has to do with, for lack of a better term, the greater good. And the greater good is we have to fight this Leviathan, because he has taken control. His attitude is, to a man, haughty, belligerent, superior. All of those things repugnant to our form of government, our way of life, and to Randy Due in particular.
Yep. We are doing our part. There is a lot of people doing their part. We are working, and by doing so individually how we are doing, at the end we all will reach one point, and that point is the same point for everybody, which is tyranny. We all are fighting tyranny, and we all are doing it for the blessings of liberty for ourselves and our posterity. And sooner or later, I have the hope and belief that we will be in the same stand, in the same cause, and we all will win, because then is when we will have the force, when we are all together as one, doing in every state, in every county, in every corner of the United States, demanding that our Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and as such, there are consequences for breaking that law.
The law itself, the Constitution, has always been one thing above all else. It has been the brakes on a federal government. It has been the one thing that was supposed to keep it from becoming the big nightmare that it has become.
Yep.
So folks, we're going to continue on here today. We'll keep you posted as we go along. There will be clips that will be live shots that will be shown on your live network. Pay attention, and we'll try and keep as much footage rolling as possible. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Carl Alfred.
One more